And good morning, people. Quite literally this time. Welcome back to Star Ocean till the end of time. We're on a ship on the way to Moonbase, and looks like we're there. Post-production because, well, things decided to go wrong. But we can get to that never, because it's not going to come up again. But yeah, let's go over to Commodore Wickham, because he's tell us that there's a lot of stuff going on around Moonbase. As soon as we go through the door.
Federation Station Number 5 is currently under a state of alert. The executioners have begun to attack the surrounding area. You cannot transport directly to Dr. Linegod's research lab. That area is protected by transport jamming to prevent direct access. You'll have to transport to the nearest location, the recreational zone.
Right.
Do what you must do. The fate of the galaxy is in your hands.
Yes, sir.
Move out.
So we can't get to the research lab directly. Well, I guess we'll have to go the scenic route, won't we? And I do believe the transporter we wanted to go into is down here, at the back here. The aft long distance transporter room off the Aqua Alley. It will take us down to Moonbase. With some snazzy music. Nell must be quite in awe of this world that she's got involved in. She's seen a lot of things that she probably would never expect to see in her entire life. I bet even we, with our sort of technology now, would be in a bit of awe as well, so... And we'd be a bit more used to it, so who knows what Nell's thinking. But we are now in Moonbase, and we need to go west to Dr. Linegod's research facility, hopefully to find some answers.
Commodore!
What is it?
The executioners have been sighted. They've already engaged our front line.
So they've come.
Oh no! We've lost the battleship Sterling, and the Radiant's been hit in its starboard warp core. The Independence has lost its shields!
We're outmatched.
Displaying executioners on screen.
Quickly.
What the? What on earth are they? They're not ships! Are those things alive?
We've lost the Quicksilver. They've already destroyed 37 Federation ships, and we've only disabled 8 enemy units. 24 still remain. They're annihilating us!
Gods. This is far worse than I thought. I'm counting on you, kids.
Seems like they're outmatched by more than a little bit. 37 to 8. And the more that more that get destroyed, more ships that get destroyed, the less impact the fleet is going to have. Oh well. Let's hope we can get back and save them. As for the ships that were destroyed, the Quicksilver. Destroyed in a barrage of executioner fire. But it did act as a shield for the Independence. Not that the Independence lasted too long. However, it did destroy an executioner when it used up all of its torpedoes in an incredibly lucky volley. So between the two of them, they got one. Still bad odds. The Radiant, when I get to it. Yeah. Took a hit in the engine section, and because the engine section is usually the heart of the ship, it was destroyed pretty much instantly. And as for the Sterling, it was the first ship to get destroyed. So yeah, things haven't been turning out well for some of the Pan-Galactic Federation ships. The Audians, though, the reason why they died out so quickly is mostly because of their homeworld. Their homeworld is a very special part of their empire. The Audians are actually a single organism, as it says there, and on their planet is the brain. And it got destroyed. The brain was no longer there, and because the Audians were all one entity, basically, all the little individuals that came from that planet ceased to function. And basically, the race died instantly. Which, in my view, is why independent thought should be encouraged. But anyways, we've now got Sophia. She's going to become very useful in the near future. And I do believe this is a recreational unit. Once I go in. Yeah, a game room, holo simulator, and we can use it to basically do the same things we could on the ship. We can make the armourer, outfitter and the workshop whenever we want here. But we don't really need them right now. I did all their stuff on the Acquire lease, so I don't need to do it again. But let's go on and get to the lab. Or try to.
Are you alright? Are we under attack?
What is that?
rock? Where'd that come from?
Say your prayers! You ruined our gig! How are we gonna make any money now? It's payback time!
Pepita?
Pepita? Hey, and Sophia! What are you doing here? Wow, what an amazing story!
That's why we have to hurry on over to the research area. Pepita, why are you guys here?
We came to put on a show. What else? But while we were getting ready, that evacuation announcement came on, and we got shoved in here. I was so mad. I came here to give them a piece of my mind.
That's dangerous, you know. You have no idea how serious this is.
Yeah, but it's better than doing nothing. I hate the feeling of getting walked all over. It's frustrating, isn't it?
Well, yeah.
You can say that again. Well, I do know how that feels.
That doesn't change the fact that it's dangerous. You need to wait here and leave the rest to us. Can you do that, Pepita?
Okay.
So, Pepita's here, along with her family and the rest of the circus folk. There's Dulcinea, who's pretty much leading the family, I guess. But they're making themselves useful. They're helping out, as they did on Haida. Piccoloto at the back, just checking up on his stuff, I guess. They're sort of defending the recreational area, just like Ursus did in the Haida area. There are a few Federation soldiers here, but they aren't really seasoned troops. Moonbase is a long way from the front. Earth is a long way from the front. So the troops here aren't really set up for battle. The weapons here aren't as good as the front lines. And here's Qantas' story. So they have very limited capability to actually fight the executioners, which is a bit of a shame, because we need all the help we can get. They need all the help they can get. Up there is Piccoloto, I think his name is, and there's Ursus. Down here is a very nice shop. This is the item shop. The allocation manager is the person here, and they have amazing items. Physical enhancers, 50% HP recovery. I'll take a lot of them. Mental enhancers, 50% MP recovery. I'll take a lot of them. And analeptics. These are amazing. Cures incapacitation and restores 30% of HP MP for the entire party. So 2 people go down, use it, everyone, and they get up. They're pretty much fresh sage, but party-wide. So, yeah, I do believe I get 20 of these. Yes. Because they're so good. Fill up on Lavenders, there's Basil. I don't believe I get any more of the physical or mental enhancers. And I also decide to go and sell a few things, such as all my 160 scale bunnies, because I'm going to need the money. And I do believe I sell 5 of my 144 scale bunnies. You only need to hold one of those on, so that's what I do. And now I'm up to 360,000, which is very important. And for some reason I still have a copper idol which I sell. And I check on the pomelo juice, which is only 47,000, so still a long way to go before that pays off itself. Okay, what am I looking at? Nothing. Okay. There are 2 sides to the shopping centre, and they actually both have exactly the same things. You just have to go a bit longer to get around to the other one. And the dolphins are here. Well, the male one is there and somehow has found a girlfriend. So, good on him! There is a weapons store in here, which is through the door to the north there. But I am not going to buy anything just yet. I do have a couple of reasons for it, and I do make the chance to save because there is something coming up which pretty much is one of the most dangerous encounters in the game. Yeah, I do look at it and then say, no, not going in there. But that's where the weapon store is. I'll be going in there later. After this encounter. Why don't upgrade my weapons first? Well, there's a reason for it, you could say. There is another elevator there which has 32,000 foal-in and also a storeroom, but I can't get to them just yet. I can get to the foal, but not the storeroom. So I don't go that way until something happens. Anyways, there are new enemies. We'll get to them next time. It's not going to happen in this part, because I want the encounter first. And here it is. Once I go down. Eventually. Okay. There we go.
Intruder alert. Intruder alert. Intruders detected within facility.
You don't think they're talking about us, do you?
I don't think so.
What is that?
I proclaim the will of the Enforcers. You are a plague to be destroyed.
Is that one of the executioners? That's no god.
Why are you doing this?
The Enforcers shall purify this defiled galaxy. The Proclaimers shall purge the defilement. Prepare to die, irregularities.
So, we face our first executioner.
This is the real thing.
This isn't an easy battle in the slightest. This is the Proclaimer. They have a lot of dangerous abilities. They have a lot of health. I do believe this one has something like 75,000 health. And they're quite dangerous. They have a few abilities. There's that one which knocks people airborne. They have speed hack there, which places them behind the enemy, behind their target. And they have a couple of other abilities. What I do with Sophia in this battle is little more than just stand in the corner and use items. Use her for healing. Because she is only level 1, 120 health. There is very little she can do at all. So, alright berries? Because I didn't upgrade my weapons, this is going to take a very long time. I also didn't upgrade my armor, so I'm going to take a little bit more damage than I was expecting. Or I should be taking. Lots of hundreds there. And when the enemy has 75,000 health, it's quite hard to deal with. Speed hack is the one that puts you behind, puts them behind their target, and there's that, which you probably saw in the corner there. She spins round and hits all enemies around her with rays of light. Does MP and heavy HP damage. It is extremely hard to avoid as well, so the best thing to do is just try to keep away from its AoE. And Cliff survives on Fury somehow. So I don't need to use any resurrection potions just yet. And there's this one, Divine Wave. Divine Wave, he floats up into the air a bit. You can interrupt it, and when she is up in the air completely, she will hit the entire area below her with a big attack which will hit 3 times and do heavy damage and MP damage. In that sort of area, you can probably see the green light. That's the area of effect. It's got quite a range, and it hits once every second for 3 seconds, and then you can get into it and start doing damage. I'm healing the MP of my characters because if they get MP 0, they will die. But that's all the attacks. It's just lots of damage. They have lots of damage and lots of health. It is very dangerous as that fight. But 6,000 experience, which is amazing news for Sophia. Because, well, being level 1, she gets a lot out of this. As soon as I press that button.
With the divine guidance of Apris.
Level for Nell. Level for Cliff, who gets uppercut.
Looks like I'm
And 14 levels for Sophia. Silence, Antidote, Healing, Ice Needles, Lightning Blast, Firebolt, First Aid, and Standby Healing. That's a pretty good start for her to get caught up on the levels.
the Enforcers.
Oh great, another one.
Death and annihilation to the irregularities.
Hi, Pepita.
Ha! What a wimp! Should have known better than to mess with me. Huh? Pepita?
What are you doing here?
I don't believe it.
You told me to wait, but I just couldn't take it. I didn't listen to anyone, not even the circus master. I had to come.
Oh dear. It's no laughing matter, attacking so suddenly like that. You're reckless beyond all reason.
Funny to hear you say that. So what do we do?
How am I supposed to know?
Come on! Come on! Take me with you! I'll make myself useful!
I don't know about that.
But we can't let her go back on her own.
She got here alone, so she should be able to get back, too.
That may be so, but
Well, what should we do? Turn her away?
All right. Just behave yourself.
really, Faith? You don't mind?
It's a little late for that, don't you think? I mean, you've already come this far. And I'd feel bad if I made you go back by yourself. So I figure at least while we're here, it'd be safer if we took you along with us.
Well, that makes sense, I guess.
All right! Woo! Cheers, everybody!
Just remember, it's only until we leave Moonbase.
Just try and stay out of trouble, okay? No problem. You can count on me.
I'm not sure about this.
All right! Let's go!
So we've got Pepita with us for the time being. That time being is likely to be quite a long time, and for some reason she's only got 92 health, which I'm guessing is what she was left at the very beginning of the game when we used her in those first 3 fights. But now we've got her with us, we're going to go back because she is the reason why I didn't go into the weapon shop, because there's weapons in there for her and I didn't want to spoil that we were going to get them. Well, we were going to get them with them being with her weapons being shown. So next time we'll go in to the weapon shop and actually buy things, maybe. Yeah, next time. For now, I'm going to go and rest up and get ready for the next part of this, the Moonbase, because it's going to be very difficult in the state I am at. So I'm going to need a few levels, at least on Pepita and Sophia. A few on the other characters wouldn't do too bad. So, next time, levels will be done, and we'll move on. So until then, have a wonderful day, have lots of fun, goodbye.